That work. I was just getting.
What happened to your face?
I'm a bouncer.
Oh. Okay. So here's the thing, court starts at 9 a.m. If you're late, what ends up happening, you could potentially have your bond revoked and we'll bring you over from the jail to appear. Do you understand? All right, where are we on discovery?
Judge, so this is our first setting. I advised the DA there was some discovery that I was still missing, so he's gonna request that. He also relayed an offer, but if we can get a discovery deadline, or a discovery setting, that would be great, Judge.
All right, what discovery is missing?
It would be videos in regards to the accident that is related to this incident.
Okay. An accident?
I know, there's an accident involved with it.
Okay,
I need to get with the victim on it to see if she still has them, and if she does, I will upload them and close them to defense.
okay. And how long is that gonna take?
Maybe at least 30 days would be great.
All right, Ms. Ferguson. Set this in 30 days for discovery and plea deadline date.
Yeah.
All right, November 13th, once you sign the reset form, you're excused.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, thank you, thank you. Anyone else ready? All right, Alfredo Rodriguez. Who's the attorney for Alfredo Rodriguez?
Okay.
All right, we're gonna go on the record. Court is calling 2023 CR 0474 State versus Alfredo Rodriguez Jr. Can I have parties announced for the record?
Megan Galloway for the state.
Rafael Leal for Mr. Rodriguez Jr.
And are you Alfredo Rodriguez Jr.?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, did you review the document entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision with your attorney?
Ma'am.
Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you the same Alfredo Rodriguez Jr. who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2023 CR 0474 for the offense of possession of a controlled substance penalty group 1 to 4 grams on March 3rd, 2025 for a period of 4 years? Is that you?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, state.
Violation of condition number 4 in Bexar County, Texas. The defendant Alfredo Rodriguez Jr. did then and there fail to report to the supervision officer as directed for the month of May 2025. Violation of condition number 4.
How did you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
We waive and abandon the remainders, Your Honor.
Any objections to the waiver?
No, Your Honor.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 4, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, and sentence you up to 10 years in the prison and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, Your Honor.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true
Yes, ma'am.
to violation of condition number 4?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find violation of condition number 4 true. Is there proposed agreement?
There is, Your Honor. It is for the court to grant the state's motion, enter an adjudication of guilt against the defendant, revoke his community supervision, and sentence him to 2 years in the prison.
All right, so what has he done on probation?
Judge, he had a problem with drugs. He took some drugs, and I don't think he had the appropriate or did not follow up on the recommended treatment. And plus, added to the fact that he did not have transportation or means to get transportation, and I don't believe he even had a telephone to communicate or establish communication with the probation officer.
All right, is there anything you want to say?
No, Your Honor.
All right, so probation, has he done anything?
This half evaluation.
So that means you have not done anything. Like, where has he been? Because I set conditions for him to help him succeed. If he had a drug problem, there are conditions in here for for his drug issues to address those issues. He obviously had children or still has children. And I say had children because I don't know if they're adults at this time, but I asked him to complete parenting classes. Did he do that? So it appears the only thing he did was answer some questions and then he disappeared.
Unfortunately.
All right. All right, state you may be excused. Thank you. Is there anything you wish to say? All right, the court is going to find you guilty. The court will revoke. The court is going to sentence you to 4 years in the prison. Give you credit for any time served. The court will recommend the therapeutic community, and there's to be no unsupervised contact with minors. All right, did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it? You have a limited right to appeal. That right to appeal is as it relates to the allegations in the motion, not the fact that you're on deferred adjudication. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what that is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we can go off the record. Here's the thing, you're gonna have to make some changes in your life, right? In this court, communication is always key. If you have a drug problem, you just come in and let us know and we'll do what we can to help you. But if you don't reach out, there's nothing we can do.
Fine.
And the reason why you're receiving the 4 years, I consider everything. You haven't done anything on probation. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, when you're released from custody, if you cannot find a sober living house or you can't find somebody to address any drug issues you may have, if I'm still here, you come back here, I'll get some help for you, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, anyone else?
John, one and two, already on.
All right, what page? I'm so sorry.
Page two.
Oh, Lopez. I thought you said Lucas.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Okay.
All right.
No.
John Castro Lopez. All right, today is final plea deadline date. So have you all reached an agreement?
No, you are.
All right, how long do you expect this trial to last?
Judge, if I had to guess, probably about 3 days or so, after jury selection.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, if you can set this for a jury trial before the new year, please. And if you all have not tendered an acknowledgement, a new acknowledgement discovery, I see one was tendered on July 28th. So if there's anything new, if you'll make sure you do the update.
Today, Judge?
Yes, please.
Yes, ma'am.
If
I
you're
will.
able to, I know you're.
It's a little weird right now, but I can do it, yeah.
All right. And it's 3 days.
I'm actually gonna be out of, and then we have the 11th off. I'm actually out of town on the 10th. So. I'll be back, yes. Yeah, that should work for me.
All right,
November the 17th.
your jury trial is November 17th. Your plea deadline date has expired. Court will not consider any plea bargain agreements in this case without good cause. Otherwise, you'll have to plead open to the court. Do you understand? All right,
Judge, if I may, November 17, I have a special setting already for several months in aggravated sexual assault of a child in Page County.
okay.
Especially since it's been going on for a couple of years.
All right. Ms. Ferguson, recall this back for October 27th. And we'll do jury selection on the 27th.
Over 20?
Yes.
Judge, I'm gonna be in trial on October 27th,
Where?
Comal County.
All right, let's see if that happens. All right, so y'all will be back here on October 27th for jury trial. All right, thank you.
Judge, I anticipate I'm supposed to be in trial on the 290th, but at the same time, we'll see what happens.
All
So
right, okay, thank you.
A whole host of requests here, Judge.
All right, so all the discovery has been received
I believe so.
and has, everyone please whisper, and has an offer of intent.
I was able to place one in the file, yeah.
I'm sorry.
I placed one in the file, yeah.
All right, Ms. Ferguson. I need a 30-day reset for a plea deadline date. All right, November 13th is going to be your plea deadline date. So you need to let the court know whether or not you're reaching an agreement by that time. If you have not reached your agreement, your next date is going to be a jury trial date. Yes.
Well, that's fine, Judge. I mean, we can deal with that down the road. There's a whole host of issues, including a civil lawsuit that's gonna be filed against the police department here on Wednesday. But I'll talk to them about that. Judge, on this gentleman, there has been a monitor on the leg. He's a United States veteran. He goes to the VA.
Okay, so did you?
I filed a motion. I filed a motion in order, you said, to bring it in and then you'd sign it. And I just don't know that that's been done.
So you'll need to confer with the state on the removal of the GPS monitor. Is there any objection to that?
That's a scram, Your Honor.
The scram?
We want him on ignition interlock because he needs to go do an MRI and he can't do the MRI on that device. He's not drinking at all. He's at the VA. They're constantly monitoring.
So if he's on SRAM monitor right now, you're requesting ignition interlock.
That's correct.
Okay, so I have no objection as long as it's just on every card that you have for motor vehicle with access.
All right, so it has to be on every card that you have access to.
Every card that I have access to.
Just must be.
Now, I mean, are there any other cars at that location, at his home?
One of them belongs to his daughter and it's at her home. It's her car. It's in his name. We will remove it from hers name and we'll put it in her name. Because it's her truck that she drives. He drives one car and that's what he drives. But the problem is he can't do an MRI, Judge. He was in the hospital after this incident for 3 weeks.
No. So the only thing the state is requesting that they're in agreement to removing of the scram, but if he's doing ignition interlock, it has to be on every vehicle that he has access to. And he needs to do an affidavit saying that he will not drive any vehicle that is not equipped with ignition interlock.
Other than the one. Fair enough. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, so if you all will,
I've tendered an order to the court. If you'd like, I can make a modification to it and
Yes.
tender that today.
yes.
One other thing, Judge.
And then first, maybe the reset date or a plea deadline date, November 13th.
One other thing that we discussed, Judge, you and I, he's got to, his wife reported some time ago. She's in Mexico, in Nuevo Laredo. He just wants to be able to travel once a month.
You'll have to confer with the state.
Thank you.
Yes, sure. All right, thank you. Thank you for dressing appropriately for court. Good seeing, just have a seat and then your attorney will bring the reset form to you.
All right, thank you.
And then don't seek to remove the scram until your attorney gives me that order. I will sign that order and you will be placed on ignition interlock and you're not allowed to drive any vehicles unless it has ignition interlock. So you'll need to do an affidavit saying you won't do that. And then any car that is at your residence must have ignition interlock on it. Do you understand?
Yes, my daughter has a car there, but I don't drive it. That's her personal car.
No, if she lives with you and that car is,
She does live with me, but I mean, and
All right.
plus
so it has to have an ignition.
on the to pay for it, to tell the truth, right now, I'm just on social security.
No, I understand what you're saying. Just one second. You may want to confer with the state because he's saying that his daughter's vehicle is at his home and at his residence.
So Celeste.
She lives there?
Celeste, yes, with my granddaughter.
Oh, maybe we can do it through affidavit, Judge. We'll figure it out.
All right, so you'll need to confer with the state on that. Ms. Galloway, his daughter actually lives with him.
He does, his daughter lives with him, her truck, so that's his truck. Problem is he financed it.
So Celeste, no, so Celeste, the one that lives there.
Celeste.
Cindy is the one that has the truck.
So y'all
Cindy
need to
has-
confer on that.
Cindy, does Cindy live there?
No.
Okay, so she doesn't live there. Okay.
All right, he said that she lives there.
My other daughter. My
Here's the
other
thing.
daughter
Here's the
is
blue truck.
Celeste. I mean Cindy. Cindy has a blue truck at her house.
All right, so Mr. Hernandez.
Yes, ma'am.
Here's the thing. If there's somebody who lives at your home and there's a vehicle at your home that's associated with that person and they're at your home and that vehicle's parked in your driveway, it needs to have an ignition in the light. So you all need to confer with Ms. Galloway.
That's fine.
All right, thank you. All right. So on this case, it appears that the state was opposed. Is that correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
All right, so there needs to be a correction made to the plea bargaining agreement then, because it just says that the state is, it appears like the state is opposed to deferred adjudication.
I thought the paperwork said there was no application
There's
for
no
deferred,
application.
and we're opposed. I just saw what was scanned in. Pardon me.
No, we didn't apply for it.
So it says there is no, right here, this is check, there is no application for deferred.
Yes.
And then
State
we're-
opposes.
Oh, they checked the wrong one. You're right,
Okay, thank you.
Thank
No
you.
problem. And Mr. Ramirez, do you understand that the state is opposed to your application for community supervision?
Yes.
All right.
Are you okay with me changing it?
No, that's fine.
Okay. I just initialed the place I scratched it out, Your Honor.
All right, the court is calling 2025 CR 008662 State versus Alcadio Ramirez. Can I have parties announce?
Melissa Alvin for the state.
Abelardo Garza for the defendant.
And are you Mr. Ramirez?
Yes. Yes.
All right, so here's the thing. Either you're going to speak in Spanish or you're not. If you're going to speak in English, then I will excuse the interpreter. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right, do you wish to have the interpreter continue?
Yes.
All right, if the interpreter, if you could raise your right hand for me, please. Do you solemnly swear and affirm you will faithfully translate from English into Spanish and Spanish into English, so help you God?
I do, Your Honor.
All right, you can lower your hand if you'll state your name for the record.
Good morning, Your Honor. My name is Catalina Delgado, spelled Delgado, license number 2222.
All right, we're here for sentencing. Have parties received the PSI and TAP evaluation?
That's correct, Your Honor.
I have your own.
Any corrections from the state?
No, Your Honor.
Defense?
Okay.
All right, you entered a plea bargaining agreement, Mr. Ramirez. According to your plea bargaining agreement, punishment is to be assessed at 5 years in the prison. There's $1,000 fine. You entered an application for community supervision. The state is opposed to your application. State, do you have any witnesses?
We do not, Your Honor. We just argue based on the contents of the PSI.
Defense, any witnesses?
No, Your Honor.
All right, state, you're opposed?
We are opposed, Your Honor.
You may proceed.
Yes, Your Honor. As the court can see from the list of criminal offenses that this defendant has previously, this is his, I believe, 9th DWI. It looks like he was sentenced to prison 2 previous times for DWI 3rd. He could have been enhanced to a habitual offender and been looking at 25 to life, and he was not. Given this kind of overwhelming propensity for him to drive while intoxicated, I think it's clear he's a danger to the community and to society, and he should go to prison.
All right, defense.
Your Honor, I understand that he's got an alcohol problem. I think he understands that. However, he hadn't had any convictions or anything since 2013. This was an error. I think he takes responsibility for that. We're asking the court to place him on probation and transfer this to Del Rio, where he's gonna live with his inmates.
All right, if the court were to grant him his application, he would be going to safety. But any objections to the court reviewing the PSI or TAP evaluation?
No, Your Honor.
All right, so according to this, just one second, that shouldn't be in there. According to this, it says that guilt is minimized. What is that about? I'm so sorry.
I can't hear with the printer, Your Honor.
No. According to that, it says, according to the PSI, it says that he minimizes his guilt. What is that about?
That I don't know, Your Honor. Guess you got that too.
All right, you want to raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Arcadio Ramirez.
Alcadio Ramirez.
All right, according to the PSI report, it says that you've minimized your guilt in this offense. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right, so counsel, one of the first things into giving someone help is they have to acknowledge that they need help, and it appears that he doesn't, according to him.
No, I do need help
Help for what?
to get better from my alcoholism.
All right, but according to the PSI, you say that you were not drinking alcohol, you were not doing drugs or any of that in relationship to, in relations to this offense. So it appears that you don't need any help because according to you, there are no issues.
Sí lo hay. No puedo decir que andaba muy tomado porque,
There is a problem. I can't say that I was very, very drunk,
pero sí, había tomado 2 cervezas grandes y era todo.
but I did have 2 large beers to drink, and that was all.
All right, any other questions from either side?
I have some. Ramirez, you know you have a drinking problem, is that correct?
Yes.
You understand just because you had 2 beers, 2 large beers, whatever. That doesn't mean that you're seeking to minimize this. You understand you do have a drinking problem, correct?
Yes.
And are you asking the court to help you in trying to solve this problem?
Of course.
You're asking the court to place you on probation? And also,
Yes.
she indicated that she wants you to go to safety. Do you have any problem with that? That's an alcohol in residential treatment program. Okay.
Okay, that's
That was-
fine.
Is that
Fine.
what you'd like to do?
That's fine.
But that's what you'd like to do for.
Yes.
All right, this is where we are in this case. I'm looking at his criminal history. All of his criminal history is related to alcohol use.
Yes, sir.
And it appears that he was only placed on probation once for being intoxicated, and that was from 1999. And he was revoked and he was given 90 days in jail. And then he picks up another DWI in 2009, he had a DWI. And then 2013, he had a DWI, and he was just sent to prison. I could send him to prison for 5 years. I don't know how much time he'd serve on a DWI. Normally on DWIs, people are doing probably about 4 years or close to the 5, but after he comes out, he's still going to have his drug or alcohol problem that he hasn't addressed. So I'm going to give you 2 choices. These are your only choices. Do not ask for anything else because you only have 2 choices. 1, I will sentence you to 5 years in the prison, or 2, I will place you on probation for 8 years. You're going into inpatient treatment, and that inpatient treatment is at the prison. Those are your only 2 choices.
You mean I'm gonna go to jail for 5 years?
Let me just talk. It's nice and put your parents in the work. We're not doing it. It's a full time for us. Workplace. We have some. That's a person that will work from. There's this.
All right, so here's the thing. Do you want prison or do you want treatment? Each one is going to require that you go to a lockdown facility.
The treatment.
All right. State you may be excused.
Thank you.
The court is going to sentence you to $1,000 fine. That will be probated. The court will grant your application, sentence you to 5 years in prison, suspended and probated for 8 years. In custody, he is to be transferred to safety, and he's to remain in custody until transfer. And that's to be followed by aftercare. There's to be no driving for the duration of probation. Proof of employment within 45 days of release. No employment as a home health care provider or with minors. And you said you wanted a transfer?
Good. I believe you wanted, que querías ir a, como era del Río, ¿verdad? Sí. If you want to move to Del Rio, you're.
All right, transfer to Del Rio
Which is,
upon release from inpatient treatment. There's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person, regular random UAs. $10 days in the Bexar County Jail as a condition. Ignition interlock for the full term. DWI education course. Victim Impact Panel Live. 90 sober meetings in 90 days upon release. Probation, is there anything else? Is there anything else you need from the court in order to be successful?
No.
All right, did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it?
Yes.
Because this is plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what that is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right, we can go off the record. Here's the thing. When you are drinking and you're intoxicated, anybody can be killed. And what I've discovered is that usually the person who's driving intoxicated, they're just fine. They end up killing somebody else. If you do not take care of this problem and are serious about it, you're going to end up spending the rest of your life in prison. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right, good luck to you.
thank you. I would be excused.
Yes.
May I get a signature, Your Honor?
Yes. And are you Mr. Mishler?
Your Honor.
Thank you for dressing appropriately for court, but you always do. All right. On this case, have both parties had a chance to review the PSI report?
Yes.
Your Honor.
Are there any objections to the PSI report from either side?
I wouldn't call it an objection, Your Honor, but there has been a discussion about one of the lines where it said in the original PSR that was provided to the court, where it checks defendant accepts responsibility, he's pled guilty, that box was checked.
Mhm.
There was an addition made to it in court that said that Mr. Mishler declined to discuss the case, but when Mr. Mishler went to his interview, he did provide the PSR writer with a statement accepting responsibility. I've provided it to probation, I've provided it to the state, and with the court's permission, I've provided it to the court.
All right, any objections to the court reviewing it?
No, Your Honor.
All right, thank you.
Your Honor, I have an additional matter.
Yes.
There was a sentencing memorandum filed in this case about 5 days ago. After discussions with the state, we are withdrawing that document, that filing, and asking the court to sentence Mr. Mishler based on the PSR that's been reviewed by the court.
All right, and for the record, the court has not reviewed that, and the court does not review anything until everyone else has reviewed it and have no objections to the review.
And I think there was a discussion as well as the court had asked us about a letter that the court received. We would also like you not to consider that.
All right, and the court has set that aside, and the court is not considering, nor has the court viewed it.
Thank you.
All right. So you entered a plea, and according to the plea, the state was proceeding on counts 1 and counts 10. They're asking that your punishment be assessed at a cap of 30 years in the prison. There's a $5,000 fine, and there's no application. So the range of punishment in this case for you, based upon the plea agreement, is anywhere from 5 to 30 years. State, since neither party has any witnesses.
So Your Honor, actually, so count 1 is a range from 5 to 99 years. However, count 10 is a range from 15 to 99.
You're correct.
On that one.
All right.
We're gonna reserve our argument for after defense, Your Honor. We have no.
All right.
We have just argument, Your Honor.
Yes, you may proceed.
Mr. Mishler stands before you a broken man. He stands before you accepting responsibility for what he has done and the crime that he has committed. After reviewing the pre-sentence report and the police report in this case, Your Honor, you can see that he is ready to go to prison today for a significant amount of time. We'd ask the court to sentence Mr. Mishler to 15 years in the penitentiary. He is ready to go today. He accepts the court's judgment. And it's been a long road to get to this point, Your Honor. And we believe a 15-year sentence would serve the ends of justice in this case.
All right, state.
Yes, Your Honor, I have a little bit of an argument. So the state, Your Honor, is asking for the judge to sentence him to the maximum 30 years, Your Honor. This is a case involving a large hundreds, over 500 images of child pornography, Your Honor. We've included in our STIPs, these are not photos, these are videos. These are videos depicting the repeated sexual assault of children ranging from the ages of 18 and many of them ranging under the ages of 10 years old as well, Your Honor. Mr. Mishler admitted to having these child pornography images and videos, Your Honor, some of them of which are series of the same child in different videos being assaulted, Your Honor. The state's asking for the maximum, Your Honor. If the court has the police reports as well, Mr. Mishler indicated that he got aroused by his 2 adopted daughters as well, Your Honor, that he would be aroused when they sit on him, when they're bouncing up and down on him, when he's tickling them, Your Honor. This is an individual who had these images not only on his personal computers at home, but had these images on him at a university campus as well on his work computer, Your Honor. This is a person who fostered children of ages similar to some of the ages in the videos that he had, Your Honor. And so we're asking that the court consider all of that and sentence him to the maximum 30 years prison, Your Honor.
All right, and this is what the court will do. Mr. Mitchell, I want you to know that I listened to arguments from both sides. I reviewed the PSI. I reviewed the evidence that was submitted, and I internalized everything. So I do appreciate the fact that you have accepted responsibility for your actions. That's usually the first step, right? All right, so this is what the court is going to do. Counts 1 and counts 10 are to run concurrently. There's to be no contact with minors. You are not allowed to reside in any household with minors. There's a $5,000 fine. Time and money will run concurrently, and the court will sentence you to 30 years in counts 1 and counts 10. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorneys? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we can go off the record. So here's the thing. I know sometimes people will say, it's just a video, but the video is of people. And it's of people and of children being abused. And so to watch that is a form of abuse. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you. Thank you,
Your Honor,
counsel.
I am, just so it's on the record, we need chapter 262 compliance as well, Your Honor.
All right, so according to this, and the reason why I didn't issue it, because usually you all will include that in the plea bargain agreements. So do you understand? I'm sorry, Mr. Militia, can you raise your right hand for me, please? Okay, well, do you understand I'm going to take testimony from you, and it's just with regards to the Chapter 62 registration, right? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, do you understand that this is an offense that will require you to register
I do.
as a sex offender?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And knowing that that wasn't a part of your plea bargain agreement, I'm sure your attorneys may have discussed that with you, but do you understand by entering into this plea or having entered into this plea, you are going to have to register?
Yes, ma'am.
And knowing that, do you still wish to go forward with the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, then the court will enter an order requiring Chapter 62 registration. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank
May I be
you.
excused?
Yes.